friends, I'm so excited about today's video. I have finished decorating for spring and Easter, and I know it's a little bit early, but we are about to have our second baby boy, and I know that once I'm recovering and I have a newborn and a toddler, I probably won't have time or feel like decorating much at all. Plus, it's just been so pretty here. The sun has been shining, the birds are singing, and I was just in the mood to liven up our house a little bit with some spring color and just all the good stuff. And I've always said that fall is my favorite season and Christmas is my favorite time to decorate, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just pregnancy and the idea of bringing home a newborn to a house that's light and bright and just fresh and clean and new feeling or what, but spring I think is becoming my new favorite season. It just feels so new and fresh and I'm loving it. So let me go on and show you what I've done. I hope you all like this and hopefully this lifts your spirits like it has mine and just motivates you and you find some inspiration that you may be able to bring to your own home this spring. So here in our entryway, I just got this little wall hook from Kohl's. We switched that out this past weekend. We've done lots of rearranging of things on the walls lately. I think it's part of nesting and just getting ready for baby brother, but I got this at Kohl's with my Kohl's cash and I love the detail on it. Please ignore all the holes in the walls. We have some painting and patching to do all over the house, so just ignore that. We'll get to it eventually, but on the hooks to decorate, I added this baby's breath that I'm going to dry out. I love the idea of having lots of dried florals around. You'll see more in the kitchen in a minute. And then this basket I've had here on the other hook that we used to have forever. I just love the way it looks. And I added this little sign that I got from Amazon just to bring in a little bit of the true meaning of Easter. And I love the way that looks. So here on the entryway bench, I did something a little different and I added this quilt. It's a little messy because Cortland climbs up here a lot, but it just has like these pastel kind of Easter colors. So I added that there and then a couple of bunny pillows. This is just a pillow cover from Amazon and I just recently got this one from Marshall's. And I thought it was so cute. And then on the arches here, I took the bunny garland that I made last year and just kind of strung it across. And then here in the center, this hoop canvas is from Kirkland's this year. And I layered it with this gray wood piece that I already had and added a little bit of lamb's ear on top just to give a little bit of color and kind of pull in that same green tone from the basket over here. So that is the entryway. And then moving on in, we recently switched this out. If you've seen my home tours before, you know I had my chippy window here, and I don't know why I never thought to put a mirror right here. This mirror and the chippy window switched places, and this just makes so much more sense to have a mirror here in between the doors. That's our garage door. This is where we go in and out the most. And then of course the front door over here. So I like the idea of having a mirror. That way when you're headed out the door, you can kind of check yourself and make sure there's nothing in your teeth or anything. So we moved that over here, and then this little bunny wreath I ordered from Marshall's. It's just covered in moss and has the burlap ears and the bow. And I put my little cross with the Easter eggs. It's also covered in moss. I don't know if you can tell, but I got that from Walmart this year. So it is there on our garage door. And then coming into the kitchen, on my island, I just kept the same antique linen, and I used one of my antique bowls with some florals on there to hold a cloche with lavender stems. I just kind of formed a bird's nest in there with some moss and put a couple eggs, and then I've got a little cake stand with a dome on top, and I put moss with a small terracotta pot, some greenery, and a pretty Easter egg. And in this one I just have some moss and a little chippy white bird. I thought that was cute and simple for spring. I brought my crock over here to hold all my utensils. That's pretty much always the same. And then the tops of the cabinets are mostly the same except for this one. I put my Pioneer Woman bowl with a silver pitcher up there. And then the coffee bar area is all festive for spring. I put my wreath from Michael's up here, and I added this bunny. It was off of a piece of garland that I just cut down, so you'll see those little bunnies have stuck throughout the house. And then on the coffee bar here, I used a cake stand and just took this antique crocheted cloth and I kind of made a little iced coffee recipe card that I got from Etsy, some greenery with my copper kettle, a little pitcher full of antique spoons, and an egg. And I brought my copper tiered tray. This is a really small tray. I took some lavender, some eggs, moss, and another bunny from the garland on the top tray, and then stacked some antique teacups back there, and got some fake carrots, a little egg, and a piece of silver with some more moss. And that's how that turned out. My sink is currently full of fresh spring florals that I got from the grocery store. I've got to find a place for them, but I got so many and they're so pretty. So I've just got them setting in the sink for now. I love a sink full of fresh flowers. It just makes me happy. And then all of this is exactly the same. Got the window open, hoping you can hear the birds out there. Let's see if you can see all the cows and the donkeys are out. Just a really, really pretty sunshiny day here. And then I always have this little antique cheese box to hold my soaps and everything at the sink. But I did take some of the baby's breath and some greens and stuck them in a little vase. So there's that. And then in this corner over here, I just stacked my cutting boards. I brought out this Pioneer Woman cutting board for spring since it is floral, and it just matched this little towel with the bunnies on it. I thought that was kind of cute and happy. And this just may be my favorite little area of the house right now. My oh my gosh, I almost said cutting boards. My rolling pins, I've taken some lavender that is from our yard last year. I really hope my lavender comes back and does good, but just a couple of bunches of lavender, some rosemary, and a dried orange. I just think that looks so fresh and really pretty with the woods and the whites. I love that so much. It's just really simple, but I don't know what it is. That's my favorite place. And then I think you can see all the animals out there. Our neighbors have cows and donkeys. And we did change this out. I saw this little sign at Hobby Lobby, and I love the woods and whites and how it goes with the rolling pins perfectly. I am obsessed with woods and whites lately. It's just fresh and bright, and the detail on the sign I thought was really pretty. I may paint over the words and put like some of those wood pieces from Amazon to give it more detail. I don't know yet, but I loved that, and it was only $14. I think it was part of their spring section. And then it needed something on the sides because it was a little smaller than the sign I did have up there. So we took some small little antique saucers that Blue got me for Christmas and hung them on the sides. And then if you watched my other videos, you may have seen most of this area already, but I'll show it again just in case. On my table, I just took a ruffled table runner and some eucalyptus stems with this silver kind of chalky tray. And then I stacked some of my antique plates with a boxwood wreath and my antique teapot. Oops. And then I added some hydrangeas and eucalyptus lamb's ear stems in there. And then I just have some chippy white candlesticks on both sides. And you all loved the plates on the wall over here, so I left them up. I actually did take them down, but then I saw that everyone loved them, so I brought them back, and I decided to light the candles so it would really show off the pink and the green and the blue and the plates. And I added this floral wreath that I got from Kohl's, and my little antique quilted bunny that I found at the flea market. I just put that right on top. So that, I just thought it looked good with the floral plates and everything. I've already shown the hutch a few times, but just in case you haven't seen it, this is what I did. And this is a lot more full than anything I've ever done on my Hutch before. But I actually like the way that it turned out. It reminds me of a tea party. And then on the top, I did end up adding a wooden crate and a couple of antique plates. I am obsessed with plates lately. I don't know, I just love them. And these were my mama's. She just gave them to me last year. I'm pretty sure she said that she bought this china set when she turned 18. And then this is her silverware too, she gave me. So I thought they were pretty for spring. And then over here in the hallway between our boys' bedrooms, we did this holiday book wall. And I added the little bunny wreath to the bottom there. And you may have noticed this little arch that used to be over the hooks that were in the entryway. And I just stuck it up there because I felt like this space needed something on top, and I love the way that looks over there. And then on the mantle, I have this little bunny that I got from, I'm pretty sure he was from Marshall's. And my little tree and chippy lantern. And then I turned my books around so the pages were facing out. And I can't ever move this clock. It's always there. And then on this side, just have some hymnal pages and a cloche. And this whitewashed bunny is from Hobby Lobby. I just got him. And this little pedestal is from Hobby Lobby too. It's like cement, really like that. I just stuck my silver pitcher full of lavender up there. And then I do not have a smart TV. This is just a regular, or yes, I do have a smart TV, not a frame TV. This is just a regular TV. I just have my TV on YouTube, and you can type in vintage art, and it changes out every few minutes to a different scene of artwork. So it just looks really nice and is peaceful. I just can't imagine paying all the money for a frame TV, even though they are beautiful. If you have one, I'm jealous, but this works just as good for free. here in between the windows. I told you we switched out the chippy window for the mirror, so that is how that looks. I just thought it looked much better with this piece above it than the mirror did. And this is just a regular wreath that I stuck one of the bunnies in from the garland, and all those carrots, they're literally just stuck in there. So after the season, I'll just pull them out and it'll be a plain old wreath again. And I just put a couple candlesticks and some books with corbels over here on the table. And of course, I have to leave my corbels above the windows. I just like how all that chippy goodness looks all together. And then here on our couch, I have my little He Is Risen pillow cover I got from Amazon, and I brought out this little aqua blue quilt to add some color for spring. And then we are right back where we started, which means that does it for my 2021 spring and Easter home tour. I hope you all liked this, and I can't wait to enjoy this with a newborn baby and Cortland and see all the blooming flowers and sunshine, rain showers, just all the good things that are to come this spring. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye, friends.